bitch, I'm on the go. I got a money getting rack addiction. Need that shit for sure, my nigga. I was back up in the trenches waiting on the go.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. A lot of y'all been asking me, what does it take to get approved for a loan? What does it take to set yourself up to get approved, to get credit cards, to get approved for these big loans, to get this financing, right? So I'm gonna explain it real simple, because a lot of these people on here be telling you all these complicated things that you gotta factor in with your credit, and it just has you in confusion or has you in a daze, and you just want the meat of it. You just want to set your credit score up to go and get this loan and go and get this funding and turn that funding into a business, right? So listen, this is how I'm gonna structure it. This is the easiest way to put it. How you gonna get approved for $20,000 to $100,000 in credit or in loans, right? So it's very simple. This is how you have to set your credit in order to be able to get approved for this, right? So you want a 720 credit score. Anything less than that, you know, you could possibly do it with a 700, but we don't want possibly. When you're in the 720s and up, you're in the ballpark of being approved, right? So you want to be in the 720. A 720 credit score and up is the best place you could be. Once you're in the 720s, you're in the game, right? So, like I said, with a 700, you possibly could still get loans and still get high limit credit cards, but we want that 720. 720 is that sweet spot, right? So 720 and up, you're in the game to go get these loans. Now, number two, you want zero collections. You want no negative derogatory marks on your credit report. So what is collections? Anybody that's trying to collect a debt on your name, right? So if I was the bank and you could still have a 720 credit score, but you could have one collection, you owe a phone bill. That's gonna really hurt you and not gonna get you that maximum limit. It could even be a couple dollars, but since you haven't paid this collection, technically to the bank, you owe somebody, and they're not trying to give you no money if you owe somebody. So if you do owe a collection, you know, you need to get your credit fixed. You need to go maybe get credit repair, get somebody to take this off of your credit report, so now you can get back and get some skin in the game, get back in the game and go get this funding. Number two, no late payments at all. You don't want no late payments reporting. If you do have late payments in the past, I will let it season. You need at least a year from that late payment reporting. You know, make sure you got new payments, everything has been on time after that. So you want no late payments reporting onto your credit report. So you can also get late payments removed from fixing your credit also. But you want no late payments, no collections, 720 credit score. All right. Now you got all those in line. Now you want 2 credit cards reporting on your credit, at least $3,500 to $5,000 on 2 separate credit cards, right? At least $3,500 to $5,000 on 2 separate credit cards limits, right? You want those limits on these credit cards, and now you're ready to go get funding. So, right, 720 credit score, no collections, no late payments, 2 credit cards with at least $3,500 to $5,000 on each of those 2 credit cards, and you're in the game. Inquiries, they don't really matter that much, but you don't want more than 3 inquiries recently in the last 6 months on your credit report when you go apply for funding. If you have more than that, you want to go get those inquiries removed. So now when you go apply, you don't look thirsty like you've been looking for credit. So this is the perfect way to set it up if you want to go get that big boy funding. If you want to get $20,000 to $100,000, this is how you set up your credit report. It's real simple. Once you're ready to go, and you go apply for business credit cards, personal credit cards, however you want to structure it. I'll always tell people, go the business route, go get business credit cards, because it doesn't reflect on your personal. So you want credit cards that you can max out, invest into what you ain't got to invest to, because maybe not everything's going to work, but at least if it doesn't report to your personal, your credit is still good to keep going and keep applying for more credit. So I hope this helped y'all. This is the simple way as I could put it. It's really simple, y'all. This is how you want to structure your credit report so you could go and keep getting funding. Because once you go keep getting funding, as long as your personal credit is where it's supposed to be, there is no bank that's going to deny you. They're going to look at your credit report and be like, yeah, we could give them funding because it's structured the right way. And if you think you can do this, you definitely can. As long as you're an American, you got a social security number, we all have access to this credit and we can all get funding. We can all get this money. And if you need help, I'm doing a free masterclass where you could come join, and I'm going to walk you through how to really structure your credit and how to go and get that funding. You already know, it's Bands with a Bag. To the next one, let's go.